up, everybody? I'm Jordan Robinson. Thanks for joining for another women's basketball stream here at Bleacher Report. Today, we're going to have some fun. Our producers, the admin, they kind of set me up today for a blind reaction. We're going to talk Unrivaled one-on-one tournament that everyone loved last year. It's back for season two. We're going to talk about who we think is going to win, and we're going to specifically show one specific section of a mock pod for the tournament. I'm gonna blind react. I don't know what names are gonna show me. I'm gonna fill out a bracket. Stay tuned because the Stud Buds also sat down with Bleacher Report to fill out their version of a bracket based off of this mock duo or this mock players, this mock pod. It should be fun. But real quick, if you don't remember or if you're new to Unrivaled, the one-on-one tournament starts February 11th. It is a competition for like queen of the court. You get to wear the crown. You get to be the best one-on-one player in Unrivaled, which is the best players from the WNBA. $350,000 prize pool. Yes, the winner gets a lump sum, but also all the players on that winner's team also gets a check. So if you don't win, you're definitely rooting for your teammate to win this competition. But everybody goes one-on-one. Voting starts tomorrow, actually, January 30th, to see who gets in these pods, to see what the seeding will be, what those matchups will be. So you're definitely voting for your favorite player, who you want to win, who you want to have a good first round, couple round matchups. Nafisa Collier was the queen of the court last year. If you don't remember, I feel like as a founder of this league, she went all the way. It was perfectly made for her. But Aaliyah Edwards was the surprise sleeper throughout the competition. She destroyed Stewie in that first round, made it all the way to the finals. And so now we're saying, okay, can a guard win this year? Is a post player still going to be able to be in the mix? Or is it really for this 3-4 type of player for the one-on-one? So we're going to talk about it all. Now I'm ready to see what the mock pod is. I'm going to have a blind live reaction to what they got for me. Oh gosh. Right off the bat, Paige Bueckers versus Kalia Copper. Oh no. Alicia Gray and Kelsey Plum, Marina Mabry and Dom Malonga, Chelsea Gray, Aaliyah Edwards. All right. Well, they didn't make it easy on me. Not one bit. Okay, make sure you guys are putting in the chat who you would think would win these matchups. I'm gonna go ahead and fill out my bracket. Paige Bueckers versus Ka. This is impossible. One is a upcoming superstar, and we have been able to see Paige get deep in her bag all season long. It has been incredible to see her handle, how she can get to her spot, her mid-range. And when you're 3-on-3 and you isolate your defender, it's really one-on-one. So we've been able to see Paige go one-on-one almost all season long. Ka is so fast, incredibly fast. And you can't forget about the defense too. Like, she has that North Philly pride that she's not going to let Paige score easy. I'm going to go Paige here. I'm going to go Paige. Ka, don't hate me. Philly fans, don't come for me. Phoenix Mercury fans, don't come for me. Paige is just, she's in a rhythm right now. Ka is coming back from injury. We can say that too. But I'm gonna go Paige here. I'm gonna go Paige. Okay. Now, oh wait, how is Paige higher than Copper? Can throw admin under the bus for this seating. Well, I think this is a great point because with the seating, it's votes. So this is a mock one-on-one bracket, but we know how Paige fans roll. So if Paige fans vote for her and she gets the most votes, that's how she would come in as number one. So it's no shade to Cotton, no shade at all. All right. Alicia Gray and Kelsey Plum. Whoo! It's hard because I wish we had a sample size of what Kelsey did last year, but she did not play Unrivaled. I was super excited to see her in the one-on-ones. Alicia Gray is just on another level right now, all of last year, being in the MVP conversations last year. And that is because she can go get a bucket at any point in time. She did make it through the first round last year, but what she has been able to do for Mist, it has been spectacular. Night in and night out, she is leading this team along with Stewie, along with Arike. She just looks so good and so comfortable and confident in her game right now. So I know I'm not saying any upsets, but I'm going to have to go Alicia Gray here. But I think this one is going to be close. I think this is going to go down to the wire. I'm so curious how the stud buds are going to go through this. We'll see that later in the show. All right, Marina Mabry and Dom Malonga. There is a version of this one-on-one that is flashbacks to Dom just dunking in game over Marina Mabry. She wanted everybody to know that it was not a poster. She was just in the vicinity. So she didn't technically get dunked on. But there's an alternate universe where Dom is like, yeah, well, you're about to get dunked on right now on one-on-one. And how amazing would that be? How much of a treat would that be? That dunk in game was so much fun to watch, to see on repeat all over my feed. She made it look easy, effortless. You see Rakia Jackson, hands on the head, like, what did I just witness? But it's tough for post players to be in this one-on-one format. If you guys didn't watch last year, you're basically checking it up from the top. You have people on the wings where you can clear it and you can get it anywhere on the wing. It just has to be outside of the 3-point line. But you have to be able to shoot. You have to be able to have speed to get to the basket. So do I think Marina Mabry will be able to score on Dom inside? Probably not so easy, but she can shoot that thing. So I think I'm going to have to go Marina Mabry here just because this format is geared more towards her as a guard. But Dom, I think she's gonna put up a fight. She's been showing us that she has a little 3-pointer in her bag, and that's only gonna get better. But I think ball handling too, what we saw last year. I know Dearica Hamby isn't on this list, but that was one thing that Dearica probably had the size advantage. I think she went up against Skylar. She had the size advantage, but she didn't have the handle where you have to take the ball out from the top of the key. And if you don't have those handles, then that's going to be an issue to get to the rim. So Marina Mabry, she's also been killing it, averaging one of the highest average scoring averages in Unrivaled this season. I'm going to go with her over Dom in the first round. Let's go to the chat real quick before we get to this last one. Sonia Citron? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, I would love to see Sony. She is going to be in the one-on-one tournament, probably not in this mock pod that we're showing. She's definitely going to be on it, and I would love to see how she does. She has the height, she can shoot, she has the footwork and the craftiness to get to the rim. So I'm super curious how Sonia Citron does, but it all depends on who you get matched up with in that first round. If she gets matched up with a vet who's done this before, knows the tricks of the trade, it could be a little tricky. Ka versus Alicia and Marina versus Chelsea, then Alicia versus Chelsea, and the winner is Chelsea. Okay, all right. Well, we know what yours looks like. Okay, we got it. Copper versus Edwards in the finals. Okay, maybe. I mean, I already have Ka out, but that could be good. That could be a good one. All right. Chelsea Gray, Aaliyah Edwards. This is tough because Chelsea Gray surprisingly didn't get out of the first round in the one-on-ones last year. Aaliyah Edwards is playing super well, but Chelsea Gray this season, She is leading all scorers. She is a pure menace. We know that Chelsea Gray can pass the ball. We know that. We know that she is the point god when it comes to passing. And that has made Rose overall just look super great. But Chelsea Gray is turning into a scorer. We know that she could score. She's always been a scorer ever since she came from Duke into the W. But what she's doing this season, I don't want to compare to last season and say that she won't get out of the first round. But you're going up against Aaliyah Edwards, who surprised everybody last year in the one-on-ones and went all the way to the finals. So that would be a huge upset if she doesn't get back to the finals to kind of redeem herself. But Chelsea Gray is having a unreal year. So I'm gonna go Chelsea Gray here. It might come back to bite me because, like I said, Aaliyah Edwards and that four position is kind of perfect for this format. You can back down people, and I think that's what it's going to come down to. Aaliyah Edwards may be able to score over Chelsea inside, but if Chelsea is hitting her step back pull up jumper, if she's hitting her three-pointer, if she's able to hit her shots that she has been hitting game speed, then I got Chelsea Gray here. I got Chelsea Gray here. Woo, all right. That was only the first games. Now we got to keep going. Go to the chat real quick. I'm a Paige fan, but I hope she is not going in the one-on-one. She needs to be a lot bigger to pull it off. Fair, fair. That is fair. But the Paige Bueckers bag, the Paige Bueckers bag is deep, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Paige Bueckers and Alicia Gray, that is something where their size kind of cancels each other out. So now it's handles, it's shooting, it's finishing ability at the rim, it's gold medal leash versus the recent rookie of the year. Ugh, this is impossible. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I am gonna go with Paige. I'm gonna go with Paige here. Am I crazy? Is this completely wrong? I think Paige can do it. Like I really think that what we are seeing, how she's been able to finish, averaging almost 24 points a game, 7.5 rebounds. Yeah, I think Paige can do it. I think Paige can do it. What I'm curious to see when we just talk about the overall format of the one-on-ones last year, because there were some, I mean, it was interesting to watch, right? Because one, everyone's watching on national television. You play one-on-one basketball. There's no other people there. There's no other distractions. It is just you and your skill set put on primetime TV. People were able to figure out how to foul to get advantages, where to clear the ball to get the best possible advantage. So many things that you can kind of sneak in there to be able to get the advantage. I think Paige is one of those players who's going to play it like chess. Like she's not only going to be playing one-on-one, she's going to be able to pick her spots super well. We know that she works really well off the pick and roll. We know that the screens getting set by Cameron Brink and Dom Malonga are really igniting the Breeze offense. Look at that. That was a double screen right there to get things going. You're not going to have a screener out there. But I still like PB5. I like Paige Bueckers there. Also, reminder, this is my bracket. This is my live reaction to this bracket. But in a few minutes, you are going to see the Stud Buds fill out their bracket, and I'm going to react to that. So make sure to stick around for that because I'm so curious who they have coming out of this. Okay, Marina Mabrey, Chelsea Gray. Oh my goodness. Marina Mabrey, Chelsea Gray. again, Marina is having a great season for the Lunar Owls, even though her team is not doing so hot. I think this would really boost morale if she was able to make a deep run and potentially get them all some extra change, despite their standings right now. But Chelsea Gray, the season that she's having, I don't know. I think maybe a hot take. I'm going to go Marina Mabry here. I'm going to go Marina here. And here's why. Kind of like what I was saying with Paige and the pick and roll and the screen setting and kind of the using of other people on the court. That's why Chelsea Gray is so good. I think she's going to be able to get past that first round, but in the second round, it is really much on your one-on-one skills. Marina Mabry is ball dominant, and she just has that. I don't know. Now I'm talking myself out of it. No, I'm going to stick with this. Marina Mabry, 25 points a game. She has been killing it. Her passing has also been really great this year, by the way. I just wanted to shout that out. But her shooting ability and her crash out ability alone, she might crash her way into this next round. I don't know. There are refs in this one-on-one competition. So that's what I got. I'm going to go Marina Mabry there, and Paige Bueckers. Oh, I'm such a homer because I am a Breeze fan. I got Paige. I got Paige winning it from this pod. This is not the whole one-on-one, but I have her. Yeah, I have her coming out of this pod. Paige Bueckers. I mean, that's what I got. I could see in an alternate universe, I could see Aaliyah Edwards coming out of this. I could see Aaliyah Edwards and Paige, former teammates, playing for that last spot. That could be a really great final. All right. Okay, this is mine. Now let's see. The Stud Buds sat down with Bleacher Report to blind react to this mock pod. Let's see what they did. I'm very curious.
First matchup is Paige and Kalia.
Paige and Ka, that's tough.
That's actually super tough. This one's kind of stumping me a little bit.
If Ka play Paige, like, we not cool, I don't give a damn how you feel after this game, then I feel like Ka gonna take that one.
We gonna go with Ka on this
Yeah,
one.
we gonna go Ka.
Oh,
This is also a good matchup. Kelsey
damn.
is so fast.
I would say
Height,
Gray got the size
Gray got the
advantage.
height. And she been on a burner too.
She been on the burner, but I would just go Gray off
Let's
of the
do it.
size alone.
Mabry.
Mabry.
I ain't gonna lie, Aaliyah made it all the way to the end.
Dawg, Aaliyah in 1v1
She made it
gets
all-
different. I'ma go Aaliyah. Just me.
Ka
Ka and
Leash.
Gray that's gonna be.
I'm dang near giving it to Ka.
I'ma go Ka then.
Me and Ka, yeah.
Me and Ka.
No nice Ka. Marina and A.
I'm taking Aaliyah.
Let's do it.
And I'm taking Aaliyah.
Oh.
I'm taking Aaliyah. I
got-
feel like that girl
in
made me a
bracket
believer
A.
last year.
She said she made her a believer.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness. We probably had the exact opposite bracket, but I love theirs. Hey, this is such a testament to the incredible talent that is in Unrivaled right now, that anybody could get it. But I do have to agree with the Stud Buds. Aaliyah Edwards was different in the one-on-ones last year, and I don't want to believe that was a fluke. I just want to kind of reward Chelsea Gray for the kind of season that she's having. But they said, nah. Forget that. Aaliyah Edwards all the way. And they had Ka over Paige in that very first round, which technically, if we're going by seeding, is an upset. But all of these players could get it at any point. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm like, can I get a redo? Can we do this over? Because I definitely understand what the Stud Buds are saying. The thing with the one-on-ones, like I said before, you have to show off multiple areas of your game. And that's why I love that you're getting some extra money. Your teammates are getting extra money because you definitely deserve it if you're going rounds and rounds and rounds and keep being the queen of the court. So you have to show off your offensive bag, which means you have to show off your handle, which I think really hurt a lot of post players. And that's why someone like Dom Malonga will struggle, or Dearica Hamby, Shakira Austin. They have the size, but you have to be able to get into the paint from the top of the key. You have to be able to show off your shooting ability with one defender, no screeners. You have to be able to create your own shot. And that is for a pull-up, for a quick trigger as soon as you check the ball, or getting creative and finding a way to the rim and finishing at the rim. I think what made it maybe not as visually appealing last year was like when you are attacking the basket over and over, first of all, you are getting exhausted. It is very tiring. I think there's another layer of like who's in the best shape to be able to last a full game. Games go to 11. So you get tired, but also it doesn't look as pretty when you are just driving to the basket, missing layups because of fatigue. So you have to be able to have other things in your bag to stretch that out, right? And then on the other end, you have to show off your defense. Can you get a stop? So many of these one-on-ones were coming down to the final minutes and the final points where, okay, I need to get a stop and score. I need to get a stop and score. So you have to be able to show off your one-on-one defense as well. And that's why I totally get where the stud buds are going with Ka, because Ka is a great, great defender, and a score and stop, in that type of order. That's what you got to do. So I'm not mad at that. I'm also not mad at Aaliyah Edwards. I'm just excited. Now this got me so hyped. Can February 11th hurry up and come where we see the first round? Again, you guys, voting for this order, the seeding of each pod starts tomorrow, January 30th. Also tomorrow, Unrivaled is in Philly. So you know Ka is going to turn up there, and you know Natasha Cloud is going to turn up. I'm super excited for those games in Philly. But this got me pumped. This got me pumped for the one-on-one tournament. Second time around, I'm curious if there's going to be any changes to the rules, anything else that they saw from last year from the first go around. I also just want to throw out, I don't want to count out Stewie. I feel like Nafisa Collier won it the first year. Stewie is looking good, feeling healthy. I can see her trying to win it all this year. And then the founders are like, cool, we got 1 and 2. Now everybody else can get the rest years on after. So super curious about that. Thanks for joining the stream. This was so much fun. I love reacting blindly. Thanks for hanging out in the chat, and I'll see you guys again next week. Peace.